Limal are sinking fast, Waterhouse lose again, and there were more cards than goal between Portmore and Tivoli. But there's only one place to start in this match week 7 review show, and that's with the defending champions. Welcome back to JamPL. And match week 7 was interesting, was fun. But the biggest news out of all it is that the defending champion Mount Pleasant were on the road to Montego Bay. And guess what? They win again. That's 6 from 6, 18 points. They look unstoppable. They went to Westport Park and take on the Mobile team who were desperate for points, who's been losing a lot lately, where majority of the games have been on the road. Their lone victory came here at Westport Park. The game finished 2-1 to Mount Pleasant, and it was a game where Mount Pleasant never necessarily have it all their own way. Montego Bay took the fight to them, and it was a back and forth game where I saw Mobile broke the deadlock in the 69th minute by Wetterly, but only to somehow, some way, see Mount Pleasant just kick into gear after that and find an equalizer in the 77th minute by Sue McCullough, them captain, and then the 82nd minute, that guy again, Chung, find the winner. It is impressive how this team just keep finding a way out of adversity. You would think losing down a goal right there, the pressure will be on, but they find a way through. Here are the stats for the game. There was a total of 10 shots by Mount Pleasant compared to Montego Bay's 9. Mobile had 4 shots on goal, while Mount Pleasant had 5, and there were only 2 yellow cards, both going to Montego Bay United. So yeah, the game never, like, Montego Bay tried to get Mount Pleasant off the game, and they were a bit off the reel. Even Argus said their first half wasn't the best. But the fact that Mobile find a way to go ahead and get the lead so late in the game, and Mount Pleasant was able to not only equalize but find a way to win the game, the champion mindset. You have to give big kudos and props to Theodore Tapper Whitmore if he's finding a way to get the best out of the team. Not just when them are playing them free flowing best, but when them not at them best and facing a hardship in the game and then find a way through it. That's all down to coaching in my eyes. He made the right subs and everything work out and Chung get the winner. But again, that's 6 from 6. So you have to ask the question. This brings out the debate that happened even last year when Arnett went ahead and ran away with the regular season. Is that, do the regular season champion deserve more than simply saying, hey, good job, pat on the back, and then you get a buy into the next round? Right? Once upon a time in the league, the number 1 team used to get more money. Like, I think I remember correctly, used to get $1 million to finish top of the table. But now, as T. God Davis said last year, not even a trophy them get. So should they get more? They could look at MLS that has the similar season and playoff crown champion. What they did is that to reward the regular season champion with a spot in the CONCACAF Champions Cup, which in our case here, we probably can try award a spot in that phase to the Caribbean Cup. There's some incentive to play with consistency, because this is impressive by Mount Pleasant, and some people even talking about they are the Invincibles. They're going to be invincible this season. It'd be an amazing story if them pull it off. But yeah, enough about Mount Pleasant for now. Montego Bay, back to the drawing board. It is a rough schedule on them, and you can even argue that every match they play, including here at Westport Park, is a road match, because they're waiting on the Catherine Hall and Montego Bay Stadium to sort out. So they could argue that they're on the road consistently. Raft of new players and new coach, it will take time. But we're 7 match weeks in, they're running out of time eventually. They can't keep doing this, and they need to stay away from relegation. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next with Montego Bay United. But yeah, finally, that is again Mount Pleasant 2, Mobile 1. 6 from 6 for Mount Pleasant. Next game, Lime Hall. Deep trouble for Lime Hall. I don't know where Lime Hall should go from here. Lime Hall was at home, quote unquote, but it was really Stadium East as they take on Very United. And Lime Hall found himself on the back foot early in the game with Javier Brown found the go-ahead goal for Veer from the penalty spot. It was really all Veer in the beginning, as Lime Hall makes some, as usual, poor defensive mistakes and caused the penalty. But they found a quick equalizer, which I thought would spur them on. But Stewart got a good shot from outside the box following from a free kick. And it got them level 1-1, and it got them a bit of confidence, because after that they played really well and took a little bit of the fight to Veer, and it was impressive to see they do such a thing, and you would hope they were hoping it would spur them on the second half to continue, but everything changed at halftime. Everything changed. At that point, the game became the Bushy show. The goals came in the 48th and the 62 minutes to set the team Veer apart, and then they capitalized again in the final part with a good shot to make it in the 74th minute by the captain Javier Brown to wrap it up a 4-1 victory for Veer, who will need that win to regain some confidence after their poor outing out last time. So here are the stats though for the game. Limehall took 9 total shots while Veer only had 14. Shots on goal, 5 by Limehall, so they were more accurate compared to Veer 3. Well, no yellow cards in this game, no red cards. So Limehall probably need to be a bit more physical to stop these bigger teams from playing. If you look at the goals, it seemed that the Veer players, especially the wingers, just waltz in a bit too easy at the top of the box. So Limehall should probably look to be a bit more physical in the games. But that's another loss for them. Winless in 6. Where they go from here? Coach should be under pressure, it seems. There are rumors of some turmoil in the boardroom. We're not sure exactly what's going on there, so I'm not sure if that's what's affecting Limehall. But if they want to stay in the league, they have to get something going quickly. But again, that's Limehall 1, Veer 4. Next game we'll go to Waterhouse. Right, the hot and cold Waterhouse. They played Lion at Stadium East. This was a Monday game. And to be honest, Waterhouse look in disarray. I said it a couple times, them just look like them can't connect the passes. I don't know what's going on with them. Lion got their lone goal early by Thompson in the 12th minute. And after that, they just sat back. They sat deep in a nice shell. Not too deep enough, but they sat in a complete setup and asked Waterhouse, hey, break us down. They forced Waterhouse to come try to play through the middle instead of through the wings and cut off all service to Javier and Brian. And it seemed to work. It seemed that just like last week and the week before, teams are figuring out how to stop Waterhouse. If you cut out the service from wide to Javier and Brian, Waterhouse seemed like they're helpless, like they just have no creativity in the middle. There's a lot of work for Marcel Gill to try and find a way to get out of this, because teams are really looking and setting up their teams to play against Waterhouse. Lion did well in this game. Just look at the stats. 19 total shots for Waterhouse, because they did put an effort, they really put an effort to get into this game and win it. So it's not like they weren't trying, they really were trying. Lion 8 total shots. Shots on goal, 7 by Waterhouse, 2 by Lion. 16 corners Waterhouse had. So they need to work on them set piece as well. I'm trying to think if they ever scored this season from a corner, and nothing is coming to mind. So they maybe need to brush up on their corners. No yellow cards for Waterhouse, 3 for Lion as they're defending out the game. So a stout defensive showing by Lion who will look at this to spur them on to get more points and try to keep in range of that top 6. While Waterhouse have some work to do. Joby and Brian need some work. Fletcher had one good game and then the rest of them not so much. They need to get Fletcher to help Brian. They need something. But anyway, that's Waterhouse 0, Lion 1. Next game we look at it, Dunbeholden playing Molynes. Again, this is the Stadium East Complex. This was a tale of two Nelson brothers, right? Jeremy Nelson and Nicholas Nelson, right, play against each other first time this season, and all 3 goals came from these two brothers. Nicholas Nelson in the 12th minute scored, and then we saw he extend the lead for Dunbeholden in the 52nd minute before Jeremy Nelson get a consolation. Nelson is unformed people. The form come at the right time for Lenny High team who were desperate for some victories last week, and they got their first last week, and it continues again this week. This is what Dunbeholden needed to pick off the small teams around them, and hopefully run them up in confidence to take on the bigger boys. So Nelson getting his brace, a back-to-back brace for him is good touch. While Molynes once again looking with issue. But I have to give credit to Molynes this time. In that first half and throughout the majority of the game, you would never think this is a Molynes side that is winless so far this season. They took the game to Dunbeholden. If it wasn't for inspired performance by Hyatt in the Dunbeholden goal, Molynes probably feel that they'll win 3 points here. They should feel bitterly disappointed to get 0 points because they played well. I honestly believe they played well in this game. So it's tough on Molynes, but they need to keep going. Just keep that type of performance in the next match and the rest of the season. It should, especially with how Lima are looking, might be enough to take them out of relegation fears. But for now, that is Dunbeholden 2, Molynes 1. Alright, we're going to the final game now, people. And this game was, it was supposed to be a marquee game. And it was just a war. It was a battle. You know what? Right? 0 goals, but we got 10 people. 10 yellow cards. 5 on each side. Portmore versus Tivoli. 0-0 at Elliott Stadium East Monday night. And be honest, the interesting setup and strategy from Portmore is a way to guess to stifle that dangerous front three for Tivoli. There's no back-to-back games, them not score. Nothing again for Justin Dunn, who was looking like he cannot be stopped, but they've stopped him 2 weeks in a row now. Portmore is like this though, you know. I have to give Portmore credit. Portmore can put on the style when they're ready, right? Especially through Alex Marshall and co. They can put on the style when they're ready, but they're also a team that have the mentality. If they have to grind out a result, them dead it. It's not hard for them to come switch their mindset. I see that's what they pull off here to limit Tivoli from scoring. Let's look at the stats to see that back us up. 12 total shots by Tivoli compared to Portmore 9. 6 on target Tivoli had. They were trying to push for this victory, you know, against 2 for Portmore United. And as I said before, 5 yellow cards apiece. So, yeah, Tivoli held by Portmore. Tivoli, it seems once they rough up Tivoli, their front three going to struggle. So that might be what teams can use against them, and Tivoli will of course work out a way to find this out. Because Jerry is a good coach. I'm not see this going to work for long, but they have to try take the L here and regroup and come back and try beat this strategy against them. As for Portmore, yeah, and this game them never lose. Them undefeated for a while now. After losing their first against More Pleasant, they are undefeated and looking good. As I said to you, if the game not going their way, they would fight and scrap for the point. So I've given props to that. So again, it end Portmore 0, Tivoli 0. Yeah, people, that is match week 7. Good weekend, right? Some interesting results. Some poor matches too. I really think that Portmore Tivoli should have been better. And Waterhouse, I'm not sure. Waterhouse fans tell me what they can do for beat this low block when teams put up against you. But the big story of the weekend, More Pleasant, 6 from 6, guys. 18 points. At one point, do you believe that who you see can beat More Pleasant this season? Because even though win, you probably think they were going to likely draw. Who do you believe have the capacity to take down and give More Pleasant the first loss of the season? The More Pleasant fans are talking about the invincible, you know, guys. They are pretty, you know. And why, it'll be amazing stories, I said, if them pull it off. But again, impressive. And this is the one part you kind of do wish. The league leaders will be crowned league champions in our format. While some people might argue this is why you have a playoff system, because More Pleasant, a lot of them would have run away with the league already, and they can wrap up the league by week 10. So it's a good thing there is a playoff. So you guys can tell me in the comments below which one you prefer. Do you prefer a straight to the top league champion or a playoff finals champion? But for now, that's it here from Jamaica Fan. We'll look ahead to a big match in the midweek. We'll tell you more about it tomorrow, but Cavalier will be in action, as well as match week 8 come weekend. But for now, that's it here from Jamaica Fan. Big up on yourself, YouTube. Bless up.